Peace exists within you right now, always has, probably always will be as long as you're here and you're aware of being here. Because if you're aware of being here, then the awareness it's aware of being here is the peace that you have been seeking. And the easiest way that I can describe this and explain this is with one of my favorite analogies ever. The birds in the sky. So I want you to imagine that we could all go outside today. We could all get out of our laptops and our screens and we could all meet in a park somewhere. Wouldn't that be lovely? We just to hang out in a park somewhere. And it's a sunny day. And the ground is dry, which is very rare in Scotland. So I have to say that because most people in Scotland, if they think of lying on the grass, they expect to get wet. So I'm just telling you, so you don't have to worry about that. It's dry. So we're in a park and it's sunny and we're just lying on our back, looking up at the big blue sky. We're just gazing up at this vast, wide, open, silent, still sky. And because of the universal law that you feel what you focus on, we're feeling what we focus on. So we're feeling calm and relaxed and expanded and still and spacious and free. And then a bird flies across your field of vision. And upon noticing the bird, you take your attention away from the sky and you place it upon the bird and track it as it flies on by. But we don't stop there. We now start thinking about the bird. We start thinking to ourselves, I wonder what kind of bird that is and where's it coming from and where is it going and why is it on its own? Has it lost its friends? And before we know it, we've moved from calm to concern. And here's the million-dollar question. Is that bird the cause of your concern? Well, it might appear to be. I mean, your friend might come along and they'll see you concerned and you go, they say, why are you concerned? And you say, the bird's lost its friends. It's flying alone. And now the friend's concerned and it perpetuates the illusion. But is the bird the cause of the concern? No. What's caused the concern is withdrawing your attention from the sky, getting distracted by the bird and placing your attention on the bird, and then starting to think about the bird. And because their thoughts end up somewhere negative in concern, that is how we feel. So what has this got to do with you experiencing peace consistently, anytime you want? Well, within you right now, there is a vast sky of consciousness. And within that consciousness, there's birds flying around. Thoughts, emotions, physical sensations. In fact, I'm a bird flying around your awareness right now because I'm something that you are aware of. But here's the thing. Just because you put your attention on the bird, did the sky stop existing? No. It was there the entire time. We just weren't aware of it. We'd become unconscious to it. And we got caught up in something that was flying through it, rising within it. And again, the same thing's happening within us. Within you, you have a big sky of consciousness, a big sky of awareness, and we get distracted by what's arising within it. We get distracted by our thoughts, the voice in our head that sounds like us, our memories, our future projections, our ideas about what might happen later. What might they think about me? Why is this happening? All these thoughts, we get caught up in them. Or we get caught up in our emotions. But just because we're caught up in them doesn't mean the conscious awareness stopped existing. No, it didn't. So the sky is calm and at peace always. And inevitably, we're going to have some birds flying around it. And if you don't know the sky exists, the birds are going to become really important. You don't have to turn all the birds into white turtle doves. You don't have to reduce the type of birds. In fact, the quality and quantity of birds or thoughts passing through your awareness need have no impact on your peace whatsoever, as long as you are self-aware. Why? Because when you become self-aware, you start experiencing that instead of only what you are aware of. Okay? When you become self-aware, you start to experience the kind of the fragrance or the the texture or what awareness is like. And awareness is still and silent and calm and peace-filled. It's empty, and yet it's full of life. It's really wonderful. So the awareness within you is already at peace. Always. You don't have to stop your mind to access peace. Now, what this is meaning is that there's a mind within you and there's awareness, or there's movement and there's peace. The awareness is already at peace. Okay? Peace is aware of your mind. You don't need to try to get peace of mind by shutting your mind up or getting rid of it completely or only having positive thoughts. You don't have to get peace of mind. You need to recognize you always have peace and mind. Peace and mind. Peace and. Not peace or, peace and. That's what I want to really emphasize today with you. Peace and. If you really get this, that there's peace and always, peace with becomes possible. And it becomes far, far easier to get your head around and to have a personal revelation, a realization about this. It's peace and thoughts. Peace is not the absence of thoughts. It's sky and birds. And they can calmly coexist if each part knows what it is. It's not the absence of thought. Peace is not the absence of thought. It's peace and thought. Hear that. It's peace and thoughts. Peace is not the absence of emotion. Many of us believe that we have to get rid of our emotions in order to experience peace. You know, you're going to potentially have emotions churning in your belly until your end of days. You do not want to wait until your emotions go away for you to experience peace. If you are waiting for the emotions to go away before you can experience peace, then you may be waiting a very long time. You may get very frustrated. You'll most likely end up in a fight with your feelings, and you'll feel that you're failing at this whole peace thing. The truth is, it's peace and emotions. And that is potentially the more tricky one, because we've been so programmed as to what peace is, and we believe peace is a feeling. We believe peace is almost like an emotion. It's not. Peace is permanent. Emotions and feelings come and go. They're temporary. They arise, they're there for a little while, they disappear. They move on. You don't. You have been there the entire time. Every single feeling you've ever had has come and gone. But you didn't stop existing when you were having that feeling. The awareness that was aware of the feeling was still there, even if you were caught up in the feeling and believing yourself to be that feeling, fighting that feeling, and resisting it, and etc., suffering from it. Peace is not the absence of emotion. Peace is not a feeling. Peace is not an emotion. Peace is what you are. It's what you are. And you have emotions, but you're not your emotions. One could say peace is the absence of suffering. One could say that some people call it peace is a state of being. But I wouldn't say it's a state of being. I'd say it's being itself. I think calling it a state of being can be a bit confusing. It sounds like a state again, an emotion. Peace is being. And we're often so caught up in doing that we miss the being that we are. You know, the job title we got when we were born was to be a human being, not a human doing. Peace is not the absence of problems. I'm sorry? No, I have to get rid of all my problems before I can experience peace. Surely I can't have any conflict going on in my relationships or have any money challenges, or I can't have any health concerns. Like, I have to get that all sorted, then I can experience peace. Well, that's the type of rainbow type thinking that permanently postpones peace unnecessarily. It's peace and problems, by the way. How liberating, how freeing, and how much time can we save? We don't have to, we save a lot of money, by the way, just for the record. It's incredible how much money we save. We're no longer trying to find peace by buying it. Peace and thoughts, peace and emotions, peace and body, peace and relationships, peace and money, peace and peace and. If you can really get your head around the possibility, I'd say the reality, that it's peace and, this whole journey becomes super simple. Super simple. In fact, it stops being a journey. It's here, now, always.